Our fifth speaker has a very interesting topic that many of us deal with nowadays, social media, the killer of happiness. Please welcome with me Emma Greiderer. Thank you.
Think back to yesterday. How many times did you check your phones? 10 times, 50. Or maybe you don't even know because it's just become a habit. Now, how many of those moments actually made you feel good? How many of those moments brought you real happiness? Or did you just keep waiting for something, anything, to make you feel better? Because while we were all mindlessly staring at our screens, something else was happening to our generation. In the last decade, anxiety and depression rates among teens have risen by 25%. And even suicide rates for people aged 10 to 25 have surged by 57% since the launch of social media apps. We always tell ourselves that social media keeps us connected, entertained, even happy. But what if, without realizing it, it has been quietly making us feel miserable? Now, why is this happening to our generation? How come we get so weak and distracted by just a rounded rectangular button on our phones? And the reason is actually very simple, and you already know it. It makes us addicted to it, and not by accident. Social media companies are not selling a product. We are the product. They're not just stealing our data or cybersecurity. They're stealing the most valuable things humans have: time. And they do it fairly well. 2/3 of Americans admit that social media has a mostly negative impact in their lives. And most of them even want to cut back, but they won't. Why? Because they can't. Social media is designed for addiction. Dr. De Angelis, director of behavioral health, explains. Social media drives surges of dopamine to the user's brains, keeping them coming back over and over again. The comments, the likes, the shares, they all trigger the brain's reward center, making us feel like we're never enough. But think about that. The average human now spends about 2.5 hours a day online, which would equate to 500 million years of human time lost every year to screens. For what? A few seconds of fleeting pleasure? And us, teenagers, are the ones most. The average US teen spends about 4.8 hours a day online, and 41% report their mental health as poor. But here's the worst part. This isn't just about time wasted. Social media is rewiring our brains. It pushes short rewards to our brains, stripping away the things that truly make us happy. It warps our sense of identity by flooding us with unrealistic success stories, making us feel like we're never enough. And we're the most connected generation in history, yet somehow the loneliest. But the good thing is, it doesn't have to be this way. If we understand how social media manipulates us, we can take back control of our time and happiness. But now, what really is real happiness? Now that we know that social media hijacks our minds with fleeting rewards that drive quick surges of dopamine to our brains, what does real happiness feel like? And the answer lies in embracing intrinsic happiness. Intrinsic happiness is all about happiness that comes from within, nurturing our personal growth, forging deep relationships with others, and also just thinking about what really our meaning in our life is. And research tells us if we pursue these intrinsic values, our brains respond in a balanced way. So for example, if we take on a new challenge or have a deep connection with a friend, our brain releases dopamine steadily, creating a sense of contentment without the constant craving for more and more. It even helps stabilize serotonin levels, which are crucial for maintaining an overall positive mood. But in stark contrast to that, extrinsic happiness, like seeking money, power, or in terms of social media, drives overwhelmingly high spikes of dopamine to our brains, leaving the users trapped on a hedonic treadmill, always craving another high, always wanting more and more. But now just imagine you try to spend your time in a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or just try mastering a new skill, or simply reflecting on what you're grateful for. By embracing these intrinsic values, we can reclaim our time and happiness. Now, I know it's just easy to talk about being happier and mindful, but how can we actually get there? What are some steps that you and me in our daily lives can take to actually achieve that? It all starts with taking back control. So every time you just want to pick up your phone, ask yourself a simple question. Is this really what I need right now? Do I really want to spend the next 30 minutes to hours on my phone scrolling without even memorizing the content I already saw? I mean, it's not much, but this small question alone can help you interrupt your automatic habits. Next, you can also start taking back control in the mornings and evenings. Just set a sacred 15 minutes at the start and the end of the day. Just journal, read, or reflect. And if you want to make it a game, every time you stick to your screen time limits, reward yourself. Because we now know the real rewards are found in self-mastery, not endless distractions. And even if you want deeper connections with your friends, make just meal times here at TEDxEF sacred. No phones, no distractions. You can even bring conversation starters, connect with new friends, because in this environment we have so many opportunities to connect with wonderful people, but all we do is stare on our phones. So, and finally ask yourself the big questions. What really makes me happy in my life? What really brings me meaning? And if you find that little thing, you might not even feel the need to stare at the phone again. So I want to leave you with a final question. In a world that is built on fleeting notifications and social validation, will you continue to let a screen dictate your worth? Or will you your time, happiness, and future? Just imagine a life where every moment is yours, not stolen by endless distraction, but gained by all of these intrinsic values. So I ask you again, will you let the screen dictate your worth, or will you become the architect of your own happiness? Thank you.